that you or any of the other regulators out there, including the Securities and Exchange Commission, might be overzealous in regulating Bitcoin, and in doing that will stifle the innovation that can come with Bitcoin? I mean, you have fallen into the camp, according to past comments, that there can be no blockchain without a Bitcoin. Some people say that they endorse blockchain but don't endorse Bitcoin. You don't believe that. So are you more in favor of a light touch right now?
So as a regulatory agency, our agency, the Commodity Futures Trading.
This is kind of bogus. The main thing that's going to happen, and I want to make this clear, is they're going to follow the money. So they're just trying to tax. They're trying to make as much money as they can. And a big part of how this regulation will pass is what Goldman Sachs and what some of these bigger investment banks want, because they're the ones that have the political power to lobby and to basically determine whether they want crypto to survive or die or make it whatever they want. But let's let the guy continue.
The Commission has often been in the forefront of technological evolution. It's part of our DNA as an agency. We try to apply our statute on a principles-based approach. We look at the core principles and apply it to new innovations like this.
Full of crap.
And that's the approach we've taken in the case of Bitcoin futures. But all of us as regulators have to apply our statute in the spirit in which it was written, in the spirit it was conceived by Congress. At the end of the day, it's for Congress and not regulators to decide whether new.
Congress puts pressure on the regulators, and the way Congress does this is they get campaign contributions, they get money from big banks, big financial institutions, big corporations, and that's what determines what the regulators do. But anyways, let's let them continue with their BS.
Policies should be evolved for these new asset classes. Jay Clayton from the SEC and I recently testified from the Senate Banking Committee, and we talked to Congress about whether maybe some new legislation might be appropriate in this area. And I think you will see going forward, perhaps in this Congress or in future Congress, an attempt to deal with this new innovation. But it is, I know Bitcoin has been in place since 8 or 9 years or so, but the fact of the matter is it still is relatively new for us at the regulatory agency, and it's going to take some new open-mindedness and some new ways.
So this is a bunch of hogwash. Deep down inside, it's the money that's going to talk. So a lot of these regulations will pass. Some of them won't be obviously favorable to cryptocurrencies. Some of them will be good. The one that we really should be looking for as investors in cryptocurrency is the custodianship and the ability for ETFs to be set up. So unfortunately right now, most of the people that are getting into crypto are millennials. Very few baby boomers are investing in crypto, and once it does become more regulated and securitized, you'll see a lot more money being pumped into this market. But when it comes to regulation, like I said, I like how they try to act like they're doing what's best for the consumer, which if you look in the past, I mean, banks constantly rip off the consumer and the regulators just turn a blind eye. Why do they do that? Because the banks are basically buying the politicians. Politicians obviously are the ones that put pressure on the regulators, and that's just how the world works. So I'm not naive, I'm not stupid, so hopefully you guys can see when this guy is just full of it. But let me know your thoughts. Like I said, this is a different format for just these videos. I have to come in and out so I don't deal with their stupid copyright material. So anyways, hopefully you don't hate this new format, and I'll be sharing other non-CNBC fast money videos because they don't flag them, and then I can just play the clip for 2-3 minutes and give my comments. But thank you very much for watching, and I will talk to you guys soon.